help.
All right, everybody. I've recovered. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm off my game today, so that we're just gonna all have to deal with it. So welcome to Sunday, everybody. Well, look, I don't even have the spreadsheet open. Oh my God, what in the hell?
He's
Welcome
like
to
a
the.
NASCAR driver that can't turn left.
I can't turn left. So this is the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. This is episode 209. Today's date is September. No, it's July 10th. 20 and 22. It's right here, like that. Robin will not be with us, but Drake and Fury Fate are here. How are you guys? Better than me, I know.
I'm doing good. Way better than you.
I'm actually kind of hungry after all that talk about pot roast.
We were we were talking about pot roast and cooking it in. What happened was I opened my Google. Drake saw this picture, and he's like, "I'll take the middle one." And then we started talking about crock pot recipes, and then he was giving me advice. Because, I'm a single man and I have to cook for myself so that I don't just go to fast food every single meal of every day. All right, but enough about that. Welcome to the show, everybody. And remember, this show, we talk about stuff, right? But the things we say cannot be attributed to Smiteworks USA LLC, Fantasy Grounds, or DM's Guild, or The Forge, or anything. Just nobody else, just us. Because we're just a fan show. We're not affiliated. We don't have any official thing. We just talk. So,
Yeah, we have T-shirts.
We do have T-shirts and hats.
Yeah.
So today,
Well, I don't have a hat.
as we always do, we'll give away a prize or two along the way if you stay tuned. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can't win if you don't watch live. You got to come to the show. Come on. So we are going to, we don't have any planned stuff. So we're going to, most times when we don't have anything planned, we just tell the Twitch chat, you guys can ask questions.
Is there anyone in chat?
Yeah. There's people in chat. If not, we just shut it down. I just give you and Fury to prize, and then we close it. If you guys have questions, let us know. We can open up Fantasy Grounds. They can be questions about any of our products we sell on DM's Guild, or anything we sell on the Forge, or they can. What's up, Fozzie Bear? They can just be general questions about Fantasy Grounds. I mean, you got 3 people in here who use it a couple times a week or more, so we're all very familiar with it. So yeah, if you have questions, you want to learn something about Fantasy Grounds, you just let us know, and we'll tackle it. And then if I keep saying the same thing over and over in 3 or 4 different ways, and nobody says anything in chat, then we're gonna just shut it down. Oh, but I always ask. Go ahead, Drake.
Did you like my lightning effects last night?
Oh, did I hear the lightning effects? Yes.
No,
you mean the
flashes?
Yeah. That was great. Drake's map. And for those of you that didn't see it, Drake's map had a picture of the road that the party was on, and then there was a storm in the distance, and then so he had the rain and snow effect kind of mixed, so it looked like a nice big storm was coming down. And then, did you just click it on and off and on and off?
Yeah.
And so then he had
on and off.
cartoon lightning bolts at the top, and he went, it just looks so funny. It was really cool. If you watch the Saturday show, this coming Saturday, the 16th, you will see that again. You will see, because it'll be right at the beginning of the show, because we're still in that.
What does that mean, Fat Old Lion? Does Fantasy Grounds partnership with Roll20 have any effect on you?
He's trolling me. That has to be a troll. Fat Old Lion, there is no partnership with Fantasy Grounds and Roll20. Unless you meant to say DM's Guild partnership with Roll20. Is that what you meant to say? Maybe he meant that. And then if that's what you meant, I will tell you how that affects me. And we can start, though, with finding out if that's what he really meant. There's only a 4-second delay, so when people ask something and then I respond, and then they don't respond right away, I wonder why it takes them so long, because there's only a 4-second delay.
They could be trying to type on their little freaking phone one-handed while they're driving down.
They're driving
one-handed. You never know.
they're handing it to their wife. Dictate this.
E-bike, trying to get back.
Oh, that's what he meant. Okay, so I will tell you how that affects me, but let's find out about Drake and Fury first. Drake, go ahead.
I don't have Roll20 or DM's Guild, or I'm sorry, D&D Beyond, so it doesn't affect me at all. I don't have either one.
No, he's talking about. I think. Let's look this up. I think DM's Guild The sales.
Oh,
plays.
you mean Roll20 selling assets on the DM's Guild? Cool, that's cool because I can use some of them too. Believe it or not,
Yeah, Roll20
they're not always
announces. Yeah,
just
here it
for
is.
Roll20.
June 27th. So this is just a couple weeks ago. How does it affect you, Fury? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it doesn't because I don't even look at Roll20.
Right. Now, how it affects me is it just pisses me off. It doesn't really affect me at all, except that it pisses me off because DM's Guild has never shown love to Fantasy Grounds ever. You can sell your Fantasy Grounds stuff there. They have a partnership with them in regards to allowing Fantasy Grounds materials to be sold there, but they've never had any official cooperation like this is. Now remember, DM's Guild first was in cahoots with, I think, Astral VTT. Then Astral VTT kind of went away a little bit. Then they were sort of in cahoots and still are a little bit in cahoots with Foundry, but nothing official. Then they made an official partnership with Roll20, and why they don't like Fantasy Grounds, I don't know. They are certainly happy to have my... Excuse me, just stand by 1 second. Where is it? I'm sure they're happy to have gotten almost $800,000 sales from me. I'm sure they're happy about that. That's gross, not net. That's not my money. That's how much all of it added up together is. They've never complained to me about that, but they certainly have never shown love to Fantasy Grounds pretty much in any way as far as I'm concerned. It's sort of like the redheaded stepchild. I suppose I'm going to get canceled for saying redheaded stepchild now because everybody's so woke. Anyway, the answer to your question is how does it affect me? It just pisses me off. That's it. It doesn't really affect me.
The world has the question.
I can't sell anything that Roll20 does because they don't really have automated stuff that like I do for Fantasy Grounds. Okay, what is it? Is there a way to take a player token off a map and put it back without losing the history of what they've seen up to that point? I think the answer to that is no. Yes.
Sorta. There is a way, but that would require editing the XML file, and I don't think anyone wants to do that.
Yeah, so without getting crazy and programming it, then yeah, there's no point. Yeah, because when you place a token on the combat, when you place a token from the combat tracker onto the map, it assumes it's new from that point, and it doesn't record any history or whatever.
So what I do, if that's important to me, and it has come up occasionally in the past where I've taken tokens off a map and we were in the middle of combat and I had to put them back on for whatever reason, I'll take those tokens and I'll try to emulate where they had been before, and I'll move them around before the characters get on the map. I don't know if that works or not. I never checked with the players, but it might.
Yeah, it would be cool if they could do that. I don't know that there's any way they can actually, even if that was a request for Smiteworks to make that happen, I don't even know if they can do that. I'm not sure that's even possible.
It's something to do with the memory that gets cleared out when you take them off. I mean, why would you take them off the map, though? I mean, how often does that happen?
Well, like last night it happened to us. I mean, it kept getting screwed up, right?
What, that you lost the memory of the map because they took your tokens off?
Oh, was that Friday or... See, I can't keep the game straight. That happened either Friday or Saturday night. I guess if it didn't happen last night, it was Friday. Yeah, so...
How's the status?
Thelgor's asking about the status of the damage reduction extension that we looked at last week. Unfortunately, right about a few minutes after that show ended, or even then early the next day, Lord Taser left Team Twohy under not great circumstances. So we had to pull down. He demanded that we pull down his products. He only had 2 products. He had damage reduction and Sharina maps. Sharina maps did not sell any copies the time it was up there, and then damage reduction did sell 11 copies. And for support on that, if you're one of those 11 people, you'll have to track him down because he's still on the Discord server. He's still on. I think you can find him in the Lord Taser, but he is not part of Team Twohy. And normally, when somebody leaves the team, we maintain their products. But he was very adamant that he did not want any part of anything that we were doing, and that we don't own his products, and you can't tell me where I can sell my, and on, right? So then I didn't want to fight with him over one product, so I just let him have it, and then we took him down. So that's the status. It's very unfortunate. It has happened before. One guy, I won't mention his name, but people who are in the know who he is. About a year and a half or so ago, we had a guy join the team, very excited, did a few products. Those products are still on the DM's Guild, but he did not want. I require each of my developers to give me a report at the beginning of every month, technically at the end of the month. It literally takes 1.5 minutes to do it. They're required to go to their DM's Guild account, print out their sales, and copy them into a spreadsheet for me. That's it. That's all they have to do one time a month. This guy threw a hissy fit, refused to do it, and I said, well, it's kind of a requirement to be on the team. And he said, well, then I'm not on the team, and he just left. So there's been a couple people that have exited Team Twohy under not great circumstances, but it's always been something that they didn't feel they needed to do that I thought was completely reasonable. So Lord Taser left under a similar circumstance. We are going to implement a policy to allow us to have access to your development files for all of your products in case you disappear. We have had a guy disappear. There's been a guy, Gaming Buddhist. We have not been able to find him for 40 days. He has not responded to emails, texts, personal messages, nothing. He hasn't posted in his support channel. He's just MIA since June 1st. So that's 40 days. And so because that happened, we decided, oh no, people die, people get sick, people disappear, and we've got to have some way to support our customers. So we're going to be implementing a this is sort of inside baseball. You guys really don't care about this, but I have to tell the story to tell you why some people get upset. So we're going to be implementing a program. We haven't done it yet, but we're starting to do it now, where developers have to, put their files in a location we can have access to. And the only reason we're doing that is in case they disappear. Every customer who's ever bought their stuff has to still be supported. So if you get hit by a bus, we need to have your stuff. And he did not like that, this guy, and he said, that's it, I'm out. So that's why Lord Taser left. But I get it. I mean, he was very worried about security and having access to his proprietary work and this and that. But people that know us know we're not trying to steal anything. We're not Grim Press. What's up? We're just trying to protect our customers. And like Gaming Buddhist, he's not around, and so we have to kind of dig into his stuff and try to figure it out how to help our customers, because if he never comes back, then, what are we supposed to do? So that's what's happening with all that. I like redheads.
Nothing. Not sure what he's referring to.
Could you set up a portal to a blank map and just blip them all on and off?
I think he was referring to when we were talking about the token remembering the line of sight, or the old map.
Nothing. Can you clarify? Oh, removing a token. Oh, okay. Could you set up a portal to blank map and just blip them on and off? No, because what we're talking about is when something goes wrong with a token, which can be any number of like hundreds of things, right? But a great way to solve something wrong, like say your token isn't targeting or can't be targeted, or it turns into one of those tokens that doesn't have a green background and it's not really a token, it's just a picture, whatever. It can be dozens and dozens of different things. One of the greatest ways to just instantly fix that and continue the game is to have the DM just drag the token back onto the map. It'll remove all instances of the old token and put a brand new one there. That's what we're talking about. And when you do that, the line of sight that the player had before will go away. And there's no way to stop that. So, and using portals to make a blank map, I'm not sure I even understand what you're saying there, but that's not the way to fix it. Moskenfaz, who I'm appreciating, is too lazy to type out the actual 2-word phrase Team Twohy. So he's putting a number in there with a Y. I don't know what's going on. How are you?
Wow, that's handy. That's handy.
That's what we should
Two eyes.
Team
Team
Twohy.
Two Eyes.
How will the new FG update affect Team Twohy's extensions, and what do you think of it? Oh, so I'm not privy to... Well, here's what he's talking about. How do we get to the homepage? How do we even get to the homepage? Yeah, how do you... Oh, wow, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Oh.
I didn't know this was here. Credits, I've never seen it.
It's old, though. Dave's still on there.
Oh, David Middleton, yeah. Oh, yeah, really old. I'm still in there.
Yeah. Look, I'm on there, too.
Wait, what did that say? No, that's not... I'm in there for something else. I'm in there for, like, FG Unity or something. Hold on, let's read this.
Yeah, we both are.
I'll get to your question. Oh, Ultimate Game Master VIP backers. Nice. There's just 4 of us.
Yeah.
Now
cool.
Everybody knows your real name. Gary Hinman.
I'm famous.
I had no idea that I was in the credits, you guys. I had no wonder people think I'm... I really thought that people were just trolling me, that they're like, well, aren't you part of Smiteworks? I'm like, no. I'm in the goddamn credits. All right. How do you get back to the... How do you get... Oh, Jesus Christ. I think the way you get what you want is close it and open it again. No, I don't want this. Shut up. Okay, oh my God. Okay, so Moshkinfaz is asking about the new... I think he's asking about what's in test right now. So, anybody who has Fantasy Grounds, you can go into the test server and look at the new stuff. But here's what's happening. This is what's already out. Where's the one that tells you what's coming?
There is one like that?
Yeah.
Probably on the forums.
It is on the forums. Do you have a link for that? Oh, of course he can't. Here.
The forums is right there. Oh.
No, but yeah, where's the forums? Right here. But you have to still look for test version.
Not yes.
Coming. Not yes. Not
you
yes,
have yes
test
version.
I want the yes
version.
You know what I don't like about this bulletin board system that Smiteworks uses is you can only search once every 60 seconds. That's really frustrating. All right, well, that's not giving me what I want. So here's what we'll do. We'll go to forum. Let's go to forum like that. And we'll go to, is this City Hall? Is that where it is?
I'll admit I am not a forum.
I don't use the forums anymore
expert.
Either.
I don't use it much.
Okay, release notes for July 5th. No, that was...
I'll peruse through it, but... And I'll post something once in a while in a bug report or something, but that's about it.
So, does anybody know where... It's in here. It's in somewhere. It's in one of these.
The laboratory, maybe?
Please discuss the report problems on the latest public test version. Boom. Okay, here we go. Beta release. Here it is. Okay. So this is what's going to be in the next... I think. Is this... Moskenfos, does this look right to you? Alright, so let's look at 5e.
June 11th. Yeah, that makes sense.
June 16th.
Oh, no, that's stuff that...
June
20th. Was updated?
If I get down to the end of this and it says, this is the... We updated this. Oh, yeah, okay. So today, Damned is asking, is it planned for release Tuesday? And that's the last thing that was asked. So this is very soon what's coming up. So it's supposed to be all this stuff. Yeah, so it is Tuesday. So application of dead, dying, stable, and unconscious effects will no longer be shown to players for non-friendly actors. Boo. I don't think I like that. Export interface updated to allow image and token packs without data. Okay, that's cool. Consolidated user guide buttons in campaign setup window. Okay. Vehicle identification toggle added. That's cool. Add size, reach, and non-ID name fields to vehicles. Yeah, that's cool. Added support for importing NPCs by stat block and description. That's very cool. That's huge. You just copy the NPC stat block and the stat description. So then no more need. That's going to put what's his name out of business pretty much. Added support for importing races by text. Oh man, this is all huge. Added support for building equipment pack by type. Yes, this is really good stuff, you guys. Consolidate PC generation behaviors for both drag and drop and wizard. I don't know about that. Class specializations and subraces broken down into individual records. That needed to happen. Class specialization and subraid links created on PC sheets for newly created characters. Okay. We're not going to read all this, just the 5e stuff and the core stuff. Class spell list button added to class's campaign list. Okay. Level and slot information for NPC spell tiles will be stripped from combat tracker actions and chat output. I don't even know what that means. Skill effect now supports skill ability type specifier. Okay. Save DC actions now support ability effects. Okay. NPC
That's what we were talking about the other
last night. Yeah.
Exactly what. Yeah.
NPC vulnerabilities, resistances, and immunities. There's no Oxford comma right here. It's very upsetting. And immunities calculated from record fields instead of needing to be converted to effects. Oh, interesting. Added damage.
Yes.
Threshold field. Okay. Savage rules. We don't care. Core RPG. Delete placement of record. What was the question?
What
hydrate.
Do we think of the new changes?
We got to hydrate. Let's take a break for the street cam, everybody. Let's take a break.
How the new FG update affect?
No, they can't see it. They can't see it. Don't read it because they can't see it. They're looking at the street cam right now.
No, that's what the question was.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you for the street cam redeem and the hey, who's this? Who's this coming in my neighborhood? Who the hell is this white truck? Okay, everybody calm down. All right, let's go back. All right, thanks for the hydrate and the street cam check, guys. Wait, what was the question, Drake? You just said it.
How's it going to affect our extensions?
Yeah, I could have just answered the question, but I wanted to show what Mosk and Foz was talking about. The answer is it's not going to affect anything, and if it does, they're already fixing it. Diablo Bob and Matakiri are probably the only two I have to worry about it. And
Curry mentioned one extension he's got to tweak.
Yeah, he's got to tweak it. Because sometimes when they, if you guys don't want me to keep going on this, I mean, it's kind of boring stuff, but it's cool to know. But basically, all the stuff that's in this list, plus anything that's added down here, because they continue, what they do is they make a list. Here's everything we're going to do, and then every couple days, John goes, and we're going to add these, and then we're going to add this, and they put it in the test server, and then on July 12th they'll publish it, and it'll be like Fantasy Grounds 4.2.3 or whatever.
And they really have been focusing on the vehicles a lot more, than what they had in. What was the one they did the vehicles in?
See,
the Yawning Portal, the ship one. But anyways, the reason.
One?
No, the sailing one, Salt Marsh, goes to Salt Marsh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ship combat and all that, yeah,
ship combat. But the reason they're really getting more into it is Spelljammer. It's huge on ship combat, so they really got to get it working.
Yeah, and it's going to be great. It'll be, by the time they get it, Spelljammer comes out. Spelljammer comes out, I think, on the 16th of August. Yeah, it's usually whatever we have it as. It's 5 days before that because we do the show on Sunday. It comes out on Tuesday. So I'll say 5, so 16, and then Radiant Citadel comes out on, the 18th or whatever.
It's coming up?
The 19th. It's always 2 days after we do a show. So
what is it? What is the journey, the Radiant Citadel based on? What is that? I haven't even previewed it.
Let's look at it.
Let's do a preview for the preview. Journey of the Radiant Citadel.
So here's the cover. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what I should do is I should just go here, D&D. Whoops, not SNS, D&D. I'm a site typer. I don't know how to type. I'm fucking no good at typing. Here, let's go to sources and Journey of the, here it is, Journey Through the Radiant Citadel. It's not available to look at, but we can at least see the preview. Oh, can you not do anything? Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. 13 adventures that can be run by themselves or drop into any ongoing campaign, levels 1 to 14. A new location on the ethereal plane that is richly detailed in distinct corners of the D&D multiverse. And so, yeah. And I think I've already ordered it. Didn't I already order this? I should say you already ordered this.
13 standalone adventures. So it's like, it's Yawning Portal. 13.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I like having a bunch of adventures like that, especially in Fantasy Grounds. I can just hack them apart and use it. Is that Lulu? Hello. Oh,
it says I already own this. Let's see. Coming soon, Spelljammer. I should already own that too. You already own this. Yeah, I do. Available August 16th. Well, what was the other one? It should see July. What did I say? July 18th? July 19th. Yeah, that's right. So we'll do walkthroughs of those in Fantasy Grounds, of course, when they come out. And that's what we have scheduled. Boom, right there. And
I think Doug's doing the conversion for Spelljammer.
I think he is, yeah. He's been doing a few conversions lately. Didn't ask me to do it. But that's because Zacchaeus is usually the only one that's doing the 5e conversions. And when they come out with 2 or 3 things at a time, he can, it takes 4 months to do one of those conversions. So
I'm looking forward to Spelljammer. I'll probably start a campaign towards the end of the year.
Are you gonna be DMing on my channel Saturday for like the rest of eternity? I love it.
Probably.
Because that means I don't have to do it.
It also means I don't have to stream while I'm DMing once too, so that's nice too. So
right,
it kind of works out. Because it's a lot when you're DMing and streaming, and all by yourself.
I tried to get before he disappeared. I tried to get Gaming Buddhist to see if you could use Prostreamer if you were a player and not the DM, and he said no. And he said it might be possible that maybe that's why he left. He's like, it's too complicated, and he melted down. No, I just hope he's okay, because he has been missing in action for 40 days, and I really hope he's okay. I don't want to think the worst. But stuff happens. I mean, in a community of hundreds of people, someone's gonna disappear. I always think it's gonna be me. I always think the first one to go is me.
I use the Prostream and it would be great if I just had one stream. But since I have 4, it's a pain in the butt.
Right. You got to set it up. Like here, I'll go to the Prostream. Let's see, which one is it? It's this one. Yeah. So this is the one I was using it for Unknown Whom, and we had all the stats and everything in there. But then we switched it to Unknown Whom 2. And so when Fury was DMing, she didn't have, she wasn't running Prostream. So we still left it. We put the cameras in there and then just the names, but you just didn't have any stats is all. But yeah, Prostream's pretty cool when it's working. It's broken right now, so I delisted it. Or no, FG Stats is the one I delisted. Prostream, they think they might be able to fix. But the
OBS source has to source it from.
Yeah, basically
stream and DM from different.
Right, because what this does for those of you that don't know, Prostream 5e, it updates dynamically any stats that you want that you can put on stream. So here we just had like hit points, armor class, HP, and whatever. But you watch this. I'll show you. Prostream does. You can have any number of these variables. Where the hell is it? It's in Documents, Prostream, 5e, Data, Player 1. Yeah. So you can do all of this stuff. Health bar, background, race, health status, class and level, name, size, age, alignment, on and on and on. Basically anything you can think of that's like a stat or a thing in Fantasy Grounds. I mean, look how many. There's 60 different things. And you can tell OBS to put whatever ones you want. And
Coins. You can put how many coins the guy has.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, everything. It's insane. Check your screen. Uh-oh, check my screen. What's going on? Oh yeah, whoops. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Sorry about that. So here it is. So yeah, so all these different 60 different stats. Basically, what it does is it saves every time the turn passes in the combat tracker. It records any new information into these files, like speed. This player's speed is 30, right? And so, but current hit points, 24. It will change it, and then it will update dynamically and post it to the OBS so that anybody watching stream has any of these 60 different things update dynamically as it's happening. It's insane. It's really cool. I think it's only $15. I told him it should be more like 25 or 50 or something crazy because
Yeah, and you can, and what I did with it is I actually drilled into it and pulled those elements onto my OBS overlay separately instead of using his default, and I set up my own little.
yeah, and you can totally do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I found my own little icon, the whole thing. But since I run 3 streams, it's you gotta do it 3 times.
You got to do it 3 times, yeah.
Yeah.
So here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about for those of you that don't know. And full disclosure, it is currently maybe not working properly. Matakuri said that he got it working today fine and didn't have any errors. So maybe it was just me, don't know what the hell I'm doing. But this is, if you're a streamer, if you're a streamer of Fantasy Grounds 5th edition, this is a definite must-have. It's insanely nice.
And if you just got like like Rob had, just the default package that comes with it, and you use the overlay, it's easy because he's got overlays already set up for you.
Yeah, so he's got overlays set up for 3, 4, 5, or 6, and even 7 players. And so, like, you saw the one I was showing you earlier before I didn't switch the screen back here. So I had mine set up for 3 players, right? DM and 3 players. And then the one that you were just looking at on here is for DM and 4 players. Oh, by the way, it has the current monster stats also dynamically updated. Whichever monster's in the combat tracker at the time, it shows their stats. It's really cool. And if you want to see it in action, go watch when I was DMing Furied and McClancy and Havoc, and just go to YouTube and watch the most recent Unknown Whom, and you'll see the stats change as they went. But yeah, so he'll have 3 to 7 players camera setups in various and then you just put Fantasy Grounds on there or whatever, and it's just really cool. What's this? Did I put that there? I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't know. Maybe I thought I was gonna. I thought I was gonna put this at the end of everything, and I always forgot. I forget things. They're rebuilding this website, by the way, this DM's Guild. They're threatening to make it better, so I don't know. Here, let's see the...
anything would be better,
so this
right?
1-star review, that's, of course, somebody that downloaded it and didn't read the instructions and know what the fuck they're doing. And they go, I just done some work, 1 star. That happens all the time. Very impressed by my ease of use of setup. Make sure to read through all the instructions before recording. See, this guy knows what's up. Larry H. is whoever this is. I watched the YouTube video and the setup, realized the most setup was automatic unless you want to change anything from the present templates. Handles up to 7-person party and the DM. Wonderful product and would highly recommend anyone. See, so there's good reviews. It's good times.
Yeah, if you're a streamer and you're setting that stuff up, it's easy.
Yeah, so if you're a DM streamer of 5e, those are the 3 things you have to be.
Yeah.
It won't work for players, obviously. You have to be the DM, and it's for 5e. It's not for any other game besides 5e.
It's pretty niche.
It's niche. It's neat and it's niche. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know. Here's Fantasy Grounds right here. You guys can download this program. It costs like $40 if you want to get the standard license, or it costs like $139 if you want to get the full license. And the difference is, if you're a standard license holder, you can have 1 player attached to you for free that has a free license. But if you're the ultimate player, ultimate license, you can have as many as you want. So if you have a group, if you got like 5 players, everybody put in, $30, and then have your DM get it, and then everybody can play for free. And that's how you do it. And there's a quick start guide, and there's a user manual, and here's the game systems. What's this going to be? The front
What
page?
made you buy Fantasy Grounds, Rob?
Oh, that's a story I've told before, but not for a while. So most people know I had a liver transplant in 2014. I was a stand-up comic and living in Los Angeles, right? Then I had to come back to my hometown because I was sick. California was not going to give me a liver, so I had to come back. And I came back at the beginning of 2009. I was sick for 6 years. And for that 6-year period, basically all I could do was lay on a daybed and watch TV all day. And I had enough energy to go to the dentist or the doctor or to maybe like grocery shopping or something, or out to dinner with my mother, once in a while, because I was just super low energy and really, really sick. And in 2014, I had my liver transplant. I was in the hospital for 2 months in Seattle. And then my mom passed away while I was being operated on in my liver transplant. So I came home to Spokane, and my dear friend from grade school and her wife basically convalesced me for 6 weeks in their house. And then I transitioned. I would go to my house and do like one thing and then come back. And they sort of slowly introduced me back, because they thought if I just went straight to my house, which was my mother's house, and it would be all the memories, and she's dead, that would have like destroyed me. So they kind of took care of me. And they're my sisters now. I call them my sisters. And it's fun to tell the story about my sisters who are married. And then people go, "What? You live in Alabama?" I'm like, "No, it's not like that." And anyway, so I needed something to do. I knew that I didn't want to go back to show business, because show business, if you're not a celebrity, and maybe even if you are a celebrity, show business is fucking stressful as fuck. And I mean, Mr. Gray Hair, I didn't want any more gray hair. I mean, I have, I don't think I can have any more gray hair. But anyway, so I was, it took me like about a year or year and a half to even, I could barely do anything, because you're so fucked up in the head from drugs and that experience of having a major organ transplant, and then all the shit you have to do after it, and it's just, it fucks you up, and you can't even really be like a real person for like a year. And I took maybe a little bit longer. But one day in 2015, I was sitting at home with my little laptop there in that chair that you guys all used to see me in with the Star Trek picture behind me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if I can, I'd had some D&D buddies in town before my transplant. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if can you do D&D online? Like, what's up? And I saw, Roll20 and then that was pretty much all you could find at the time, because they did advertise, and that, so you could kind of Google it or whatever. But I tripped on the Fantasy Grounds video, and I watched the video, which in 2015 was still pretty good, like how they showed the dice being rolled and the map and the token manipulation and everything. And I was like, whoa, this is really cool. So I went to the website, and I read the, fantasygrounds.com, like the front page, and it looked really exciting to me. So I went to the store. And so this was in September of 15. So almost 7 years ago. And all they had was the player's handbook, the monster manual, and then like Out of the Abyss, or, a couple adventure, Lost Mine of Phandelver. And they even had like the class packs, and the, like Ranger, Wizard, whatever. And I thought, but then, you bought the dungeon or the player's handbook, and you didn't have to buy the class packs. Okay, it was kind of confusing, but I figured it out. Oh, and I think they had Princes of the Apocalypse, because there was a thing that said if you buy Princes of the Apocalypse, you get the Elemental Evil expansion free, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the best deal. So I went and I bought the big license, the ultimate license right away, with all the stuff. And the Dungeon Master's Guide wasn't even out yet. It didn't come out till December. So this is September, right? So the Dungeon Master's Guide like 3 months away. So basically I bought everything. And it was like some kind of 200 or 300 and some bucks, whatever it was. And I wasn't familiar with Steam that much, or even any type of, or Fantasy Grounds itself. It was like the first day. Like I committed on day one. But then what happened was, the day after I bought everything, it all went on sale for 50% off, and I was fucking pissed. And I was like, oh my God, what an idiot. But how was I to know? Like, I didn't, I wasn't on the forums. I didn't know that sale was coming up or whatever. And so I researched and I found out who Doug Davison was, and I sent him an email, because he's very approachable. I mean, he's got an email. It's not secret. And I explained my situation. I said, hey, I just bought everything yesterday, and now it's all 50% off. Is there any way I can get like a rebate or a refund or whatever? And you got to remember, this is 2015. I was broke. I had no money, and I spent like $300 because I figured I was going to jump in and just going to be good balls in. I didn't even know what DM's Guild was. I didn't know I was going to sell stuff and make money. I had no idea. This is a full like year and a half before that. So he sent me an email back, and he said, well, due to the way that it works with commissions, I can't just refund you the money because those things that you bought, commissions were paid, and it just screws that whole thing up. And he goes, but here's what I'll do for you. I'll just refund your whole order. I'll just reverse it, and then you can go repurchase everything at the discount. And I was like, I fell in love. I was like, oh my God, that's so great of him to do that. Because it saved me, whatever, $150 or something. And to me at that time, that was a huge chunk of money for me at that time. I mean, unfortunately, that's a huge chunk of money of me today, even. There was a time in between when I had a little bit of money, but not anymore. But anyway, so that happened, and I'm like, I'm in. Like, this fucking guy, I'm customer for life. Like, I made that decision. And so here we are 7 years later, and this is the story. So that is how I found out about Fantasy Grounds, and that's the story in which I bought it and became a champion of that company. And no matter what VTT has ever invented, first of all, I don't see it happening where there's one that comes out that's better. But even if that were the case, even if one came out that somehow was better, like my brain can't wrap around the fact that could be a possible thing. But even if that did happen, I would always be, 100% champion of Fantasy Grounds at Smite Works because of that whole story. Thank you. The end. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got through it without crying too.
The community definitely is a big factor of why I think
yes,
Fantasy Grounds.
Very true. And most of the community has embraced me personally. I say most. I think we know
10%.
Some people, 10% don't like me, and there is and I get it. I mean, my personal, Fury can attest to this. My personality, just generally speaking, isn't the greatest, and I get that. I understand.
I don't really like you either, Rob.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know that about myself. She's jumping for joy in the chat. I know that about myself, but I tell the truth, and I'm 56 years old. I don't have fucking time for bullshit. That's the thing. Although I've been this way since I was about 40 or 35 even. I mean, I don't have time to sugarcoat crap and hold people's hand and say, oh, everything's the best and, thoughts and prayers. No, fuck that. We're going to get it done. I'm a nice guy, Dick. Thank you. We're going to get it done. And, you might not like my tone of voice and you might not like my presentation, but you will always know where I stand, and I'll always tell the truth, and I'll always back you up. And I'm only gonna disagree with you or come at you if you fuck with me. And if you're agreeable to me, or even if you're neutral, I'm okay with that. But if you come at me, then you're on the list. You're on the list, everybody. You get on the list. Don't come at me.
Rob actually has a list. Look. Show us your spreadsheet of people you hate. Come on.
No.
I can say.
Don't do it.
I don't. You know what? I don't have a spreadsheet because that shit's ingrained inside my fucking head. I know the 4 names that are on that list. I know them. Drake takes. No, that's not on the list.
I'm on the top of the list.
You're on the top of the good guy list. Not the top. The bad guy list actually has a rank to it. But the good guy list is all just across. It's not down, it's across, because everybody's equal. All the good people are equal.
Yeah, Fury, that monster you gave last night.
Yeah.
Mosk and Foz. Oh, that was great. That was so funny. Mosk and Foz, Stripes. You just made the list. I enjoy your streams, products, Rob, but I am originally a New Yorker, and plain talk is my bread and butter. That's right! That's how we do it. Fat old lion. You're
not even from New York. God damn it, Rob.
No, but he is. What he's saying is he's from New York and he
I
understands it.
I know, but I mean, you're talking as if you're also a New Yorker.
No. What I meant by that's right is the last part. Plain talk.
Oh, okay.
Plain talk. Yeah,
Fury, let's throw that question at you. What got you into fantasy? What got you to buy Fantasy Grounds? Choose Fantasy Grounds.
Well, it's not as dramatic as Rob's story. It's more like
There's no tears.
I live in Texas. My friends are like hours apart, but I wanted to play games with them, and I wanted to find a virtual tabletop to do that.
And
the end.
Rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Just like D6 Fantasy Grounds. Right.
My story's 25 minutes, and she tells hers in 25 seconds.
Yeah, because that's how boring it is.
No, but that's good, and that's most people's story, right? Is they either they had a gaming group and everybody broke up and moved, or whatever, that kind of thing. And that's the bulk of why people have Fantasy Grounds, which is amazing because then you can stay in touch with your friends. What's interesting is all my friends that I knew in high school or that I knew in the army or people that I played D&D with. I don't play with any of those fuckers. I play with only just you guys.
Fucking strangers.
Yeah, it's just weird. Drake, what's your story?
I was looking for, this is 2010, 2011. I was looking for something to help me run my live D&D game, right?
Yeah.
Some kind of computer program, Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm looking around, and I guess I came across Fantasy Grounds, and I'm like, yeah, this thing looks pretty baller. This is like 2011 or something. Really, I don't even know if Doug owned it then.
No, Doug and John bought it in 2014.
So
it was originally like some guys in Norway or something like that.
It was like $60 or something. I'm like, all right, let me just try this thing. I was pretty desperate to get something, so I get it, and I start looking at it, and I'm like, this is not for helping you do live. This is more like online, and I don't think I can get my whole live people to get computers and play online right now. So I kind of messed with it a little bit, and then I just kind of left it and forgot about it, and used Obsidian Portal or whatever I was using. And then years later, we started talking about getting into doing a VTT, as a gaming group and messing around with it. I'm like, well, let's have a discussion on which one we should get. So immediately it got down to, Fantasy Grounds and Roll20. Mm-hmm. Between those two, and we were looking at them both. Well, Roll20 is easier to get into. Fantasy Grounds. What I liked at the time was, and I completely forgot I already owned it, right? So we're looking between the two, and I'm like, wait a second, I remember something. So I logged on the Fantasy Grounds site, and my password was the same, or what, I figured it out, and I got in. I'm like, holy shit, I do own this thing already. So that kind of leaned me to Fantasy Grounds, obviously, because I already bought it incomplete. So, and we were close to choosing the Roll20 too, and I said, well, let's just do the Fantasy Grounds because I already own it, and I bought the whole thing. Boom, like big, huge chunk of money, and then I just have not regretted it since. It's really
how many
allows me to game all the time.
How many things have I purchased? Remember we were talking last night about how much money we spent? Holy shit, I should add this up in a spreadsheet. Jesus Christ. 219 entries.
Oh, just to verify, because we answered this in the chat, but you're not, there's I forgot who asked, but is there a limit to how many modules you can have loaded in one session or one game or something?
No, there's...
And that's pretty much, unlimited, right?
It is unlimited, but the more you have in your modules folder, the more you have in... See, I have an unused or rarely used, but I have 147, and I just went through these 3 days ago and took out everyone that I didn't think was necessary, and there's still 147 of them in there. But the more you have in here, the longer it takes to load Fantasy Grounds. So, and some of them are ones you can't not have. So they give you the Twohy asset, all these right here, these first 5, and then some of the Pathfinder, and if you own the rule set, Fate Core SRD, those are going to be ones that even if you put them in the folder, when you update Fantasy Grounds, they come back. So you can't kind of get rid of Pathfinder SRD. These are always going to be in here. But as far as your personal ones, random encounter generator and Rising Knight and all these other ones I have in here for whatever reason.
And you can load all of them.
You can load all of them, yeah.
It will bog down your computer, make shit run slow, possibly crash it, but you can open all of them.
Right.
Technically.
And all of these that start with RobTui right here, and maybe on your computer they start with 85708, then RobTui. But all the ones that are RobTui ones, those can all be loaded by the RobTui module updater, and they will not cloud your... the first time you load them, I think it takes a minute, but they will not cloud your... What do you call it? Your library. Because that's how it works, and I'll show you. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, I think it's the last one. Yeah, here it is right here. This one right here. You get that, and not only does it update, it's a module updater, but it loads everything in the... You can here. Let me just show people.
And give us the link.
Yeah, I gave the link. It's in the chat.
Oh, there it is.
RobTui, no. Okay, RobTui, it starts with an R. Here it is. See, there's a lot of extensions everywhere. Okay.
1,000 coins. Oh my goodness.
RobTui module updater. Here we go. It's 1,000 coins.
It's only coins though. You already spent the money a long time ago. Now it's just coins. Whatever.
Yeah, but now I'm hoarding the coins because I don't want to spend more money. It's like I want to be selective with the shit I buy off the Forge. With the stuff on DM's Guild where it's tied to my PayPal, I don't look at my PayPal. I just spend, and then I get a notice like you're overdrawn. I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I did overspend.
There's a video that Mad Nomad did, and so yeah. So here's what happens. So it loads this thing, right, and then you can say, it'll tell you if you own. So it has all the RobTui. Basically, anything with a purple cover is what this covers. Anything with a purple cover on DM's Guild or the Forge, which is anything, my stuff. It'll tell you if you own it, and then it'll tell you if there needs to be an update. Now, the first time you load in, these are all going to be stars because you have to load it in first. But you can choose, like I don't want to load everything. I only just want to load like conditions and effects and the fumble tables. That's it. So you can check unload all, and then I can check just these two or whatever. You can check to make them public, meaning your players can see them or not. And then if they're loaded, the reference manual for whichever, for said program there'll be a shield here. They're all blank now because I haven't loaded anything. And then if you don't own something, if it says not owned, you can click on the link and it'll open it up in the DMs. There it is. Bardic Your Mama Jokes. Buy it. Whatever. So
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Community built a module.
That's right. So I will load. Let's load the. Okay. Here's what we're gonna load. Okay, conditions. Yeah, these two. Let's load those. Let's just load those two. So right now, if I go to modules, right? The newest one's loaded. Let me unload that. So there's no modules loaded. Nothing is loaded. Okay. Now I'm going to load new data and close. And then that'll take a second. Now, if I go to modules, there's no modules loaded. But if I go to like conditions and effects, they're in there. Conditions and effects is loaded. So no module, but it's there. And then what was the other one I loaded? I forget.
You loaded another one?
Well, let's find out.
Too. I just forgot.
You can in the chat. You can /RobTui to get this window back. I loaded. Oh, critical hits and fumbles. So let's go to tables, and there they are: critical hit and critical fumble tables. No module, but they're there. Now let's go.
Temporarily gain a fourth attuned item. I don't know. I never saw that one before last night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, let's go out, right? Now let's come back. Let's come back in. Now I think since I didn't load anything else, maybe everything except those two will be stars. Because I think until you load it, it tells you, hey, you need to update this, meaning you got to load it. So we'll see. But the cool thing is, anytime I update any of my files on the DM's Guild or the hydrate. Thank you, Mosk and Foss, for the hydrate. Yeah, so they're all stars except for those two. See, those two don't have stars now because they're loaded, right? And here's the reference manual. See, since they're loaded, you can click here. You can get the reference manual for the conditions and effects, or you can get the reference manual for critical fumble tables. Yep, see, it's all right there. It's all in there. Really super cool. Now, here's the thing. And if you need help, you can go here. There's help, and it tells you what to do and everything. And then you can click this to this thing to pop up only if there's an update. Oh, so what I was going to say was, let's say I updated the conditions and effects. Well, this would put a yellow star there and tell you, hey, man, you got this loaded, but there's an update. And so reload it or whatever. And you don't have to go download shit. No, you just reload it. That's it. And then it'll give you the new one. Okay, that's it. So yeah, so how many of that? That's like 60. I don't know how many it is. We can count. Wait. I know how to count. It's like 49 things. So maybe 50-ish things right there. These whole things. So yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. And that's it. Oh, and the cool thing is it doesn't. You see, it doesn't cloud.
It's for modules too. It's not for extensions. So don't get it confused.
Yes, it is for modules, not extensions. But no extension. There's maybe one extension that has a purple cover on it. Hold on a second. Let's look at that again. Wait, what happened? It didn't come up?
I think you cleared it.
Yeah, I typed it wrong. Next level XP. Yeah, next level XP I think is the only one that isn't. Yeah, it's not listed here. So that I think, believe it or not, out of all the things I've created personally, I only have one extension, which is the next level XP, and actually Celestian and Matakiri I think helped me. We did that on a Sunday night show. But yeah, this is for modules, and I think we even say module activation, module, like it's modules, like don't fuck up. And then the video that Mad Nomad did, he stresses that it's modules only. So, but you guys can all, and that's it. That's enough. Man, it is hot as fucking here. Every time I come into the studio, the thing goes jacked up.
It's definitely Diablo Bob that helped too. It was mostly Diablo Bob.
Was it? He raises the temperature.
Level up. Your level up. Your extension.
Oh, Diablo Bob. Oh, yeah, I can't remember. I keep saying who did it. Was it Diablo? Was it you and Celestian? Because I think I keep leaving Celestian out.
Why don't you show that one?
Oh, the next level? Okay, let's go look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at it.
Oh,
it's actually kind of handy if you use it.
There is a question in the chat. What is the difference between a module and extension?
Oh, very good. So, in your Fantasy Grounds folder, which, by the way, if I'm here in Fantasy Grounds, I click this folder right here. This takes me to my Fantasy Grounds folders, right? And there's modules, and there's extensions. So, extensions are ext files, ext extension. And those are what you load here. The extensions get loaded here before you start the program. And those are always things that manipulate Fantasy Grounds to do special things that it normally doesn't do. That's the best explanation I can give. Modules, on the other hand, are in your modules folder. And they are .mod files. And those are everything that you find in your here, let's turn on the RobTui effects here. There, it was like that. And then I'll show you everything that's in your library, basically. So when you open the library and find the player's handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and all that stuff, those are modules. So mainly extensions are things that do crazy stuff like portals.
Actually,
and
Diablo Bob just kind of summed it up really well, saying that modules are files with game content, while extensions are files that add features and automation to the game.
Thank you. So 5e next level XP automation for Fantasy Grounds version 1.75 by RobTui and Diablo Bob and Celestian. I don't know.
Yes,
So
that's correct.
Here's what it does. Let's go to characters. Let's get a character like that. This guy right here. Okay.
Let's look at the reference manual. No, I'm kidding.
Is there a reference manual?
It should have a reference manual since you're always complaining about, your.
Oh my God! It totally doesn't. The thing is, it should. The thing is, it's basically self-explanatory. I mean, next level XP. Here's what it does. Okay, let's open it. Okay, so.
But see, you should have the reference manual so that way you can always see who helped you on it. Besides
You know what?
just,
I gotta write a reference manual. I'm gonna do that today. That's my commitment.
Because you're constantly
Constantly
saying,
bitching.
Everybody.
You're gonna have to go back and watch the show and find out who was all there.
No. It was. I think that's right. It's Celestian and Diablo Bob.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So the thing is if you go to the here, let me show something first.
I actually think Leroon might have been in that show too, but
anybody that let's just calm down. Everybody relax. Anybody that buys this, anybody that comes to the DM's Guild and buys this, you will see this information, and that's the entire reference manual. I gotta just copy and paste that into a ref manual, and I'm done. Because
I like that Moskva says I cannot read the fucking manual because there is no manual.
Yeah, RTFM fuckers. What? There isn't one. Bullshit. Yeah, there is. There'll be one tonight. Okay. And Okay. So here's what it does. Oh wait, I'm gonna start a player's instance. Do. You can connect through localhost, and you'll be like that. Like that. Start. Local
Someone
host.
take that song, copyright it, so he can't sing that anymore.
No, it's. Wasn't I doing one of Marbanya's non-copyrightable songs? Dun, 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 dun,
I don't know.
Leroon moped the F out of that episode. I don't know what that means.
Three fat fellows from Fandelver. One of those.
I don't know. Why isn't this working? Oh, you know why? Oh no, I don't know why. Why isn't this working? Okay, hold on. Cancel. What's up?
He broke it.
Oh, 619. What? No. Just localhost. Just come on. Localhost. Not 619.
No, you got loc-a host. Loclay host. You spelled it wrong.
It's for Los Angeles. It's for LA people. It stands for avocado toast. Okay, is that working? No, it's not. Why isn't it working? Okay, let's just calm down.
Avocado toast sounds really good.
I love avocado toast.
Millennials, calm down.
I just got introduced to it like a year ago, and it is good.
Is it good?
I mean, it's got to be good avocado, but it is good.
And you have to have the right ratio between bread to avocado.
Yeah, I like it on an English muffin. Yeah, man.
What is this 619 shit in there? I don't like it. All right, localhost.
How did you fuck this shit up?
I don't know.
You've had it working for so many years, and you're like, it broke tonight.
I don't know. There's only 2 games, Friday and Saturday, and then now localhost. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure this is on. Okay, it's going. I'm going to wait till it loads all the way up, then I'll go. As a GM, make shortcuts by dragging record links onto maps. Okay, here we go. Boom. Do it. Now, is it doing it? Is it doing it?
It's doing it.
It's acquiring file list.
Doing a thing.
Okay.
And it's going to go, oh my God, look at all this crap he's got.
Connected. Okay, so now I'm going to go to this character, right? Dude.
Dude
okay. Or dud?
No, it's dude. It's dude.
Go to the XP button, which that thing is kind of hard to find.
No. The reason I'm doing it, a player version is I'm going to show how you can't fuck with it.
Oh yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah. Because normally
that's the whole reason.
Yeah, with that was the basis for the reason of doing it, but then we added all this fun stuff. So normally a player can just change their XP and the DM would be like, "What, cheater?" But in this case, here I am on the player version. Here's my XP. I have 0 XP. Well, I should have. You know what? I should have 300 because I'm level 2, right? So I'm going to change it to 300. Oh, I can't. I can't change it to 300. Oh, but the DM can. This is 300 right here. Right? So that's right. So now if I go back over here, it's 300, but I can't change it. I can't change anything. So Now watch what happens. When the DM awards me, let's open the party. Let's do it a proper way. Let's go to. Oh yeah, I gotta put him in like that. Okay, let's go to. Where's the thing with the? Is it this one? No.
Yeah.
Is it?
XP.
Or
It's
XP, sorry.
Oh, XP. Yeah,
The
thank
bottom
you. I haven't DM'd in fucking forever. So I'm gonna put in an encounter. Or I'm just gonna put in a thing here.
Just make a quick encounter and drag it over there.
Oh, you can't just add right. Oh no, I'll do it here. I'll do it under quest. Yeah, quest.
Yeah, you can.
So I'm gonna make it 600 XP for this guy, whatever, and then I'm gonna award it, right? I don't know.
You gotta hit the big award button.
Oh, right here, yeah. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna give this guy 600 XP. So here we go. Boom. Now, dude has enough experience for level 3. Over here on the player's side, dude has enough level for experience 3. And when I go here, so he's there. It is. So then he can level up. And let's level him up properly. Let's say he's going to take another level of Bard. So you drag that down. Boom. Oh, right. Yeah. Gotta open the PHP. Mm-hmm.
The deluxe PHP.
Yeah, not the PHP, but just the deluxe PHP. Okay, so now let's do that again. Right? Now watch right here. It's going to change the next level to 2700. Watch. Boom. So it knows you went to level 3, and it knows that level 4 is 2700. Can I change any of those? No, I cannot. I can drag it to the chat. Like that. I can drag it to the chat, but I can't change it. Now, on the DM side, I can change that to anything I want. I can say, you know what? You pissed me off. You're at 2800. How about that? Oh, 3800.
He changes next level. It's going to take you longer to get to the
It's going to take you longer. You're at 3000, everybody else. Whatever, 3000. And I can change like, oh, you're happy. I'm going to give you 10 XP, whatever. But over here on the player side, nope. Can't change it. Nothing you can do. So,
definitely
this is a cool thing too. Whenever your experience changes, it tells you, hey, 2090 experience left until level 4. So that's cool too. So those are the things it does. And there is options. You can go to it's in the game. It's in game. Let's close these. Token. Combat. Game. Here it is. There's 2 things you can change. You can do... Oh, and this is the player side, so I obviously have to go to the DM side. Boo. Game. Here it is. You can do level 20 or level 30 or off. Experience chart type, right? So you would mostly have it set to level 20 unless you were playing some ridiculous thing where you were going above level 20. And then you can have experience messaging enable or on level or off. So off is pretty self-explanatory. Enable means that it's going to show it all the time, and experiencing or on level means it's only going to show when you can when it's time for you to level up. So remember all this stuff. It's only going to show you when you can level, but if you have it on enable, it's going to show you all that stuff. So that's it. That's pretty much what it does. Super cool. Super cool.
Time to give away a prize.
Here's the link. Let's give away a prize.
It's been over an hour. People are waiting.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Diablo Bob's waiting to lose.
The longest shows are the ones where I come on and say, "Hey, welcome everybody." Shortest show ever, and then that's not. All right. Let's do the channel giveaways, raffles, right here. And we're going to put it to 1 minute because it never takes 2 minutes. And we're going to do keyword raffle. And the thing that you're going to win is a thing. Now,
you're going to win.
Buy a thing.
The level up extension. The level up extension, that's what you're winning tonight.
Oh, you can get that if you want. Longest show. You can get a thing on the Forge or a thing on the... Bill is going to lose. You can get a thing on the Forge or a thing on the DM's Guild. And what is the keyword going to be? A thing. Let's do it.
Bill?
So, a thing. All one word. A thing. Exclamation point. A thing. Like that. Diablo Bob's going to lose. He never wins. He did once. Oh, wait. Can I click on somebody and see what their thing is? Can I do that? Oh, no, I can't. I thought we were going to get lucky and show like when they've ever won or whatever. I don't know. All right, guys, 35 seconds. Come on, get in here. If you want to win a prize, there's more than that people in chat. Come on. Get in. Raffle closing in 30 seconds.
Well, there's, a lot of people who already have things or they don't want anything or...
All right, I have all your insanity packages, Rob. I don't need anything. Okay. I like
Which
it.
was on sale, last weekend?
It was on sale from, I believe, the 1st to the 4th. All right. Here we go. The winner is Lady Elkel. Boom. Lady Elkel has last won a prize on May 8th. Congratulations. So, Lady Elkel, you know what to do. Message me in Discord. Just remember that if you want a forge item, I need your forum, your Fantasy Grounds forum name. And if you want a DM's Guild item, I need your email. And please do that as soon as you can. The story I like to tell is that as soon as the show ends, I just sit and stare at my screen until the person who won the prize sends me the information. So I don't want to wait all night. Just do it as soon as you can. I mean, a reasonable amount of time.
Rob's got Pop-Tarts, so the reason why...
No, I don't have any Pop-Tarts.
The Pop-Tarts are warmed up.
Pop-Tarts. I should get some Pop-Tarts. Street cam, fire hydrant, mailbox, yard.
Oh, what kind of Pop-Tarts? That's very
I like the Toastal Strudels things or whatever they are. Toastal Strudels.
No.
Those are fancy. I like Pop-Tarts because they're from the 60s. What kind, Fury? I don't know. I kind of like the strawberry and then frosted.
Like, just rot your teeth out.
Well, I don't have any teeth to rot.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't have any teeth. I have dentures. Everybody knows that.
I'm all about the chocolate ones. I love the cookie dough, the chocolate chip, the s'mores, and of course just frosted chocolate.
Oh, but I have marshmallows, Hershey bars, and graham crackers here, so I have real s'mores.
Are you actually gonna make s'mores though?
So did I tell you the story about what happened with that?
Do you do this over your fucking stove?
No. I did it in the microwave. And by the way,
did you get that stupid s'mores microwave bullshit thing?
No, not at all. I got actual graham crackers, actual marshmallows, and the square ones.
There's a contraption that
no,
makes s'mores in the
right.
microwave.
No, I didn't do that. So I got the I didn't mean to, but I went. When I was buying groceries, there was a get the stuff you need for s'mores. So they sold like graham crackers, marshmallows, and Hershey bars all together. So then I did that, and I got the marshmallows, and I opened the package, and they're square, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is cool. But
cool.
I did it in the microwave. You zap it for like 0.07 milliseconds. Like you can't. So here's what happened. I did it in the microwave. You literally have to do it for like 13 seconds. So I put the graham cracker, the Hershey bar, the marshmallow in the microwave. Okay. I take it out. It is amazing. It tastes so good, like even better than campfire. The problem is it's so fucking messy that you're scraping 20% of it off the plate with a fork. Like it's just so messy. So now what I'm doing, I did that exactly one time, and since then, and I did the lowest common denominator. I bought like 12 Hershey bars, one package of graham crackers, and one package of marshmallows, and I figured out like how many s'mores would I make it, and So I still have, because Sven came over and he goes, "You got enough Hershey bars there in the refrigerator?" And I go, no, it's for s'mores. I don't just pound down Hershey bars.
Wow.
And I only allow myself to make one Hershey bar's worth of s'mores in a day, and no more than one in a day, and not necessarily every day. So I still have a bunch left. So, but what I do is I sit in front of the TV and I take the cold Hershey bar from the fridge. I break it up into its individual squares. These marshmallows are square. They're literally probably like 1.5 inches across each side. So I take so the half of a Hershey bar breaks up into 6 of those little teeny things. So I take a little 1/6 of a half, so a 1/12 of a Hershey bar, put that in my mouth. I take 2 marshmallows out. I bite a 1/6 of the marshmallow into my mouth, and then I get a piece of graham cracker and I crunch that off in my mouth in some indiscriminate bite-size amount. And then I chew all that up, and that's my s'more. And I'm able to do that. I'm able to have 12 mouthfuls of s'mores off of a Hershey bar, 2 marshmallows, and 1.5 or 2 graham crackers. And so that's what I do now. And they're amazing. They're cold, they're crunchy, right? But they still taste really
I got
good.
a science experiment for you. Take a paper plate and take one of those marshmallows and put it in the microwave, and just turn it on for like a minute and watch what the marshmallow does.
No.
Oh, it puffs up. Even for 10 seconds, it puffs up big time.
Oh, in a minute, the thing would be the size of a softball.
Right, but then if it explodes, that's cleaning the microwave for 6 weeks.
No, don't let it explode. I don't think it will explode, but it reaches its maximum size and then it deflates and turns.
Now,
that's why I said a paper plate, so you could just throw the whole thing away.
And isn't this interesting? You put Pop-Tarts in Google, and it tries to force. It's the strawberry ones they want you to get. That's what they want.
Because that's their original. That's their front lines, like Pop-Tarts.
Wait, why was that box 84 cents? What's wrong with it?
Wait. Let's go back. What happened? 84 cents.
Walmart, 84 cents. What?
Oh, let's look. Oh, it's 9. Yeah, I hate Google doesn't keep up. 98 cents. Oh, you get 2 brown sugar cinnamon. Yeah, fuck. See, this is all fucked up. That ain't no brown sugar cinnamon. Fucking brown sugar cinnamon. That's not what this is, bitches. Well, remember, Drake, I told you Walmart's all fucked up sometimes. This is what brown sugar cinnamon is. I've had all the Pop-Tarts. I mean, none of them are bad, but I just prefer... Fury's right, though. These s'mores ones are good. I don't care for them. And I'd say out of all the Pop-Tarts I've eaten in my life, however many hundreds that may be, 80% of them have been eaten cold. Yeah, just right out of the fucking box. Just open the box, rip that foil package open, and I don't have time for the fucking toaster.
Oh God, I'm a heathen with like Chef Boyardee in the can or spaghetti.
Just open the can right out of the can.
Just eat it with a spoon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, why not, man?
Not the ones with little hot dogs, but I like the ones with meatballs.
Where's the directions on here?
Beefaroni.
They don't have directions. Brian Regan has a bit about. He's like, the instructions say. He goes really into like dramatic detail about it. Take out a package. Oh, okay. Place in toaster. Oh, I see where they're going. I'm banging on all cylinders. I don't know. He does it way better. But his bit is and he says the directions say microwave for, and I'm not kidding, 3 seconds. He goes, because you don't have a minute and a half for the toaster. If you don't have a minute and a half, you need to loosen up your schedule. If you're waking up, eating, and hauling in 3 seconds, you need to loosen up your schedule. Anyways, Pop-Tarts, good stuff. All right. Did we give away the prize? We did.
And with that, we're done.
We're done? Are we done? Okay, that's cool. All right,
we answered questions. We showed some stuff off. We gave away a prize. We bullshit for the next amount of minutes, and we're done.
And there's still 20 people here. What the hell?
Yeah, how many people in the chat versus how many people are really here? Let's find out, right? You ready to go? So there's only 20 people, but this says there's 39 in the chat. But only 20 people are being counted as viewers. That means either they don't have their volume on, or they're not watching, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But yeah,
here's how you cheat the system to be a viewer without the volume. You fucking mute the tab. If you mute the tab, Twitch does not realize that, and so it counts you as a viewer.
That's right. You haven't figured it out yet. Oh, snap. Lady Elcaries told me what she wants for her prize, so I'll get her that right after the show. All right, very good. Any last words from you two?
Don't be lazy and heat up your Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I got a question.
I don't have any Pop-Tarts.
Fury, did you get your affiliate?
No.
No.
Of course not.
Wait a minute. How many?
Close.
You got to be close.
I am. I have to have a consistent of 3 average viewers. I'm at like 1.8.
You guys follow Fury Fate on our Twitch channel. Jesus. Twitch.
And if you are following, just turn her on and just mute the tab. It's okay.
Mute the tab. Yeah, okay. You don't have to listen to me. Just mute the tab. I'll be streaming tomorrow morning with my time at Sandrock, and then probably tomorrow evening too, because I'm addicted.
Here, I'm gonna do it. This is what I'm gonna instruct everyone to do. I'm gonna do it. You guys all do it. Go to Fury Fate's thing, right? And go up here to, how do you mute the tab? There's a way to do that.
It's right on there. There's a little...
mute site?
Yep.
Okay. So if I look at that again, it should say, oh yeah, unmute. Okay, so mute site, and then just leave it. Just leave it. Do it. Everybody do it, okay? Support Fury Fate.
I appreciate y'all.
I am an affiliate and will never be partner. Partner's like impossible for somebody like me. My average viewers is 10. They want you to have 75. And I've never cracked like more than 12. I mean, I've had streams that had like 150 viewers, but the average, the average. And you can't see me because I'm not on camera, but I'm putting one hand up with two rabbit ears and making air quotes. Average. That's what they want. Yep. All right, everybody. I appreciate all of you watching and listening and supporting us. And come back on Wednesday. We are playing on Wednesday, yes, Furied? I think we are. I don't know. She left. She went to go stream. Furied, are we playing Wednesday? What happened? I can't. Drake, are you still there?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her. Anyway, I think we're playing Wednesday. Robin and Furied and I are playing.
Well, let's look at this calendar that you made.
Well, so here's the thing: is it says the calendar just says alternate Wednesdays because it's not every Wednesday.
Oh.
So yeah, so it just says alternate Wednesdays. But since we're now done with this show, I will tell you that I'm going to go right here to server settings, overview. I'm going to go down to the slide for today's show right now and put the next show in. And the next show, as far as I know, is Gloomhaven.
Who 10? Oh, the next show.
Yeah, the next show.
All right.
Save changes. So now if you go to the Discord server, you see the next show is Gloomhaven on Wednesday. And that's it. Good gaming, everyone.